Well, good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, and it's September 30th. We've made it to the end of September. Tomorrow is October. Yay. And it's starting to feel more and more like fall, of course. And we got blessed with a little bit of rain last night. Made all the farmers stop being in the fields overnight. So, any rate, we are going to finish the 4th chapter of John's Gospel today. And then again, tomorrow we will start the 5th chapter of John's Gospel. And then Saturday I will be gone. So, and I believe right now I'm thinking I will be gone a couple days. I was planning to take all next week off, but right now it probably won't be the entire week. So I'll be back at some point, probably Wednesday next week. So, but I'll let you know that tomorrow. I'll have it all solidified hopefully by then. Anyway, let's finish John's 4th chapter of John's Gospel. We're looking at verses 46 to 54. And Jesus is heading back to Cana. All right? Then he came again to Cana in Galilee, where he had changed the water into wine. Now there was a royal official whose son lay ill in Capernaum. When he heard that Jesus had come from Judea to Galilee, he went and begged him to come down and heal his son, for he was at the point of death. Then Jesus said to him, "Unless you see signs and wonders, you will not believe." The official said to him, "Sir, come down before my little boy dies." Jesus said to him, "Go, your son will live." The man believed the word that Jesus spoke to him and started on his way. As he was going down, his slaves met him and told him that his child was alive. So he asked them the hour when he began to recover, and they said to him, "Yesterday at 1 in the afternoon, the fever left him." The father realized that this was the hour when Jesus had said to him, "Your son will live." So he himself believed, along with his whole household. Now this was the second sign that Jesus did after coming from Judea to Galilee. Okay, and of course, the first sign is the water to wine. All right, but here Jesus is coming into Cana, and this official is in Capernaum. And Capernaum, if you remember, is where that's ultimately where Jesus' kind of headquarters out of Capernaum. That's where Peter's house is at. Some people believe that Jesus actually had a home there. At least for certain, Peter's home was there, and they do believe they found Peter's home there in Capernaum. And there's actually a Catholic church built right over the top of it. If you go to Capernaum, it's quite a sight. And there is, of course, a synagogue right across the way from it too. And I've talked about that before. But from Cana to Capernaum is about 16.5 miles. And so, depending on how fast you're walking, that's probably a 5-6 hour walk, maybe less. If you're a real fast walker and you're clipping right along, you could probably do it in around 4-ish, I suppose, if you can get up to and maintain a 4-mile-an-hour walk, which many people can. I don't like to walk that fast. But at any rate, it's not a terrible distance away, but it is a good jaunt to walk that far. That's a good walk. So this official is quite serious. He hears that Jesus is coming to Judea, that he's coming to Cana. So he takes off. And at first, we talk about here about faith in this one. Here at first, this is a faith of, I think you would best call it a faith of desperation. He is desperate. His son is dying. He doesn't know what else to do. He hears about this Jesus because most likely this official doesn't tell us whether he's Jewish or he's Gentile, but he works for Herod, all right? Possible he's Jewish, but most likely he's not. Most likely he's a Gentile official there. And if that's the case, then that's even more striking. But he has a hope of desperation, I would call it. He's clutching for straws. Anything. His little boy, and this he calls him in 49, my little boy. Some translation call it son, but it's a little boy. He's dying, and his father is heartbroken. He's desperate. He goes to what he sees as his last hope, to go to see Jesus, to beg him to come and heal his son. And Jesus comments about that unless you see signs and wonders, you will not believe, meaning that some will not fully believe unless they see signs and wonders. And unfortunately, we still have people like that today. They won't believe the scripture. They won't believe the stories. They won't believe the sermons, the preaching, anything. They want to see proof, and of course proof is only there if you are looking for it many times. But at any rate, Jesus says to him, "Go, your son will live." And the man believes. The man has faith now and believes that Jesus can do what he wants. And this is a faith of hope, I think. Here he's hoping at this point that what Jesus has said is real and true, and he starts on his way. Now it's kind of interesting that it's yesterday at 1 p.m. the fever left him. So it shouldn't have taken him a day to get back home. But so who knows at what time he got going out of town. Or if he stayed overnight and camped somewhere. But at any rate, the slave said to him yesterday at 1 p.m. the fever left him. And that is, the father then realizes, that's when I was talking to Jesus. And so now he has a confirmed faith. He is absolute. His faith is an absolute faith now. And that faith is passed on to his whole household. So this is a story of faith. This is a faith of knowing. And even though we may not have necessarily in our own lives witnessed these types of miracles, we hopefully have a faith of knowing because of our faith in the scriptures and our belief in Jesus. That what Jesus says he will do, and what he has told us, that if we believe in him, we shall be saved. And so let's believe in him, and we too shall live, just like that little boy would live, except for this is a metaphor for spiritual life, not physical life. So with that, I'm going to let you go for the day. Like I said, tomorrow we will jump into chapter 5. And chapter 5 takes up, he's talking about Jesus' healing on the Sabbath is what we jump into. And Jesus is known for that. So we will talk about that tomorrow. Please have a blessed day. And please be a blessing to someone today. Talk to them about Jesus. We'll see you in the morning. Bye-bye. Oh, wait, it is Thursday. So if you want to come through to drive-through communion, that's 5 to 5:15, so I might see you today, and then 7 o'clock tonight I'll come back and post up a hymn. All right? I almost forgot it was Thursday. How could I do that? God bless. See you later.